Hey everybody, today I want to talk about a function called average and how we can use a window function with average so that it becomes very powerful. Okay, so let's say you have a spreadsheet where you have order ID 1 through 20 and then you have order category. You just have two categories here, toys and computers, and then you have varying order values. Okay, so let's say your manager comes to you, hey, you know what, get me the average of all of these orders. You can drag and drop, you can check the average here, or what you could do is type in the average formula and drag and drop, and you'd get the same number. And then the same manager comes, why don't you get me average by category? And then what you do, you would sort, and then you would get average for this and average for this. Now imagine if you have thousands of rows and hundreds of order categories. It's not that simple to do it with a spreadsheet, and that's where Snowflake comes into play. Okay, so that this is just the average side of it. We'll come back to the window function later. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll sort it. We'll copy everything here, and then we'll go here, and then we'll paste our stuff here, and then let's give it a name called sales table. And we have the create query here, and we have the insert query here. What we're going to do is copy this to clipboard, go here, and then paste it here. Okay, so since I already have sales table, I have to add the replace keyword here. So I add replace and I hit enter, and then you see all the rows getting inserted. So once we have the rows inserted, let's do a select star from sales table. Okay, and we should have 19 orders since we inserted only 19 orders. Now let's say you want to know the average. What you'll do is average of order value as overall AVG, and you get the number. And let's say you have to group it by order category. All you have to do is type in order category here and include order category in group by clause. Okay, either you could type in group by 2, meaning 1 2, or you could explicitly call it order by category. Either way it works, but from a code review standpoint, it's better to explicitly mention the column name. So we do this and we get order category, toys and computer. Imagine if you had hundreds of order categories and thousands of rows, instantly you would get your answer. Okay, but this is the basic of average. Now let's bring in the window function to it. Okay, let's say your manager comes to you and asks, I would like you to find the average of uh, you know these two numbers. Okay, and then I'd like you to find the average of these three. And then your manager goes on. So when it comes to this particular row, your manager wants to find the average of all the values before it. Okay, imagine if you have to do it for 1 million rows. Probably it's going to take a long time. Okay, this is where window function comes into play. In other words, if you want the cumulative average over a period of time, okay, you can use the window function. So let's say your manager wants this kind of an average. What we should do is we just have to go here, average order value, overall average category, we just have to add over, okay, average order value over order by order ID ascending, okay. So we just say, hey, you know what, let's go in the ascending order starting from 1 all the way through 19, okay. Order by ascending, rows between unbounded preceding and current row, okay. So if you have to come from the very top, it's called unbounded preceding and current row. So for this particular row, current row is this row, and unbounded preceding starts from here, okay. So that's all it does. We order it and then we do the rows between unbounded preceding and current row, okay. And there's no need to group by, so we'll remove it, and we can even add everything else so we can have a better look, okay. So this is the overall average because it's just 60, 86 here, and when we take these two, okay, the average is 122 and you see it here. When we take these three, the average is 113 and you see it here. Now if you notice this, row 1, the average increases, I mean it stays there, increases, decreases, increases, decreases, increases. What this tells us is maybe toys have lesser order value versus computers. Why not partition by order category and do the same cumulative average, okay. We're making it very complex now. So we want the cumulative average of all these things, but we have to partition by computer, and then we have to do the same thing with toys. Think how complex this is, but Snowflake's window function will help you achieve it. All you have to do is on the over clause here, you just have to say, hey, partition by order category, and that's it. You just write that little piece, you get your answer. So now you get your overall average for computer, your cumulative average for computer, and then you have a separate average for toys, okay. So this is a little bit complex. Let's make it a little bit more complex, okay. Cumulative average goes like this. Now let's change this to white. Now let's say your manager is interested in average from one sale above to one sale below. For instance, if your manager wants to look at order 6, he or she wants to know the average of these three, okay, which is a little bit complex. So he or she wants to know these three, and then for row 8, these three, and for row 10, these three, and it goes on, okay. So let's say if your manager wants to know average of only one order above and one order below, it's a complex ask, but it can be easily done, okay. Instead of unbounded preceding, what we'll do is one preceding and one following, okay. So for this particular row here, row number 10, okay, for row number 10, this is one preceding and one following, okay. So we'll just go here and then type in, and let's go here, row number 10, computer, what is the average? The average is 177, okay. Let's see what's the average for 10. It's 177. So complex averages like this can be done using the average and window function. Hopefully, you guys learned something very valuable today. Thank you.
Hey, I hope you had a educative session from one of our tutorial videos. Just in case if you're wondering how to get in touch with us, you can always email me at chris@analyst.agency, or you could visit our website, which is analyst.agency. Hit the get in touch button and plug in your details. Who we are a data and analytics consulting services. We worked in all three major cloud platforms: AWS, GCP, and Azure. We ETL data, we analyze data, we warehouse data, and we also include AI in our data. So, if you wish to get in touch, please do, and let's have a discovery call. Thank you.